Hello, everybody. This is Intuitive Retta. How are you doing today? I'm doing a reading. Excuse me, I got caught out in the rain. I'm doing a reading on it's like it was pouring. It came out of nowhere. William Barr. So I want to look into William Barr. I want to look into if he's gonna go and take a case against Comey, maybe Brennan. Is he gonna look into the FBI? His charges going to be brought up? That's what I'm going to do. If you would like your own personal reading, contact me at redaware@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Intuitive Retta. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit hello and hit the notification bell so you can get your thing. So we're going to do William Barr. Um, Let's see. So we're going to do this. Okay, so you guys know that James Comey and who was the other one? The head of the Clapper are lovers and devil. So that tells me that they have some issues that they could have been like, lovers and devil is not so much they could caught up on things. They can get blackmailed, stuff like that. But what's interesting is Mueller and Barr have the same birth cards. They're both the cherry in the tower. So they're both stubborn and they both go full steam ahead. Once they make a decision, they go full steam ahead and damn the consequences. So we're going to see, hi everybody, we're going to see how this is going to work. So I want to look, and this year and if Mueller is going, this is a year where he's going to show his leadership. So William Barr, this year he's the emperor in death this year. So him and Trump are going to be in the same energy. Remember, Trump is the emperor in death, and this year for William Barr is the emperor in death. So they're going to have the same energy, very leadership, take charge. Death is, end things that no longer serve you, people, places, and things, clean house, spring clean, fire, whatever. That's all in his energy. Next year is his Hierophant energy. So if that is law and order, court, stuff like that. So look for in 2020, if he is going to take these people, to task, to court, or whatever, it would probably be in around 220. So I'm still all wet. So keep that in mind. So we're going to look at William Barr in regards to this Russia collusion hoax. And it's a hoax. I know you guys are thinking it's not a hoax. It's been a hoax, and a lot of people who watch, mainstream media are believing their narrative. It's a big hoax. This is bigger than Watergate. This is probably the most corrupt thing in how many generations, not only our generation, but I swear it has to be generations back, probably in, when the government kind of killed JFK. This is big like that. So this is using our national, FBI, CIA as a basically hit squad, and they had politicized it. So very interesting, very interesting things going on. And people are so fixated on Trump and not wanting him to be president. They don't realize and they don't care. A lot of the decision making and people rationalization don't understand that this Russian hoax thing was a hoax, and that there's major crimes that have been committed, but people are so intent on hating Trump and yellow man bad and Trump derangement syndrome that they don't even care. It's like they don't even care that something like this big has gone down. And the more that people don't care, it means that they're just going to keep doing it over and over again. You don't get caught. So I want to see his energy around this whole Russia collusion. I cleaned my decks yesterday, so hopefully his energy around this whole Russia collusion. This rain, it was rain. I was only outside for like 2 minutes and I completely got drenched in 2 minutes. So let's just see. William Barr. Let's see. His energy around him is a call for help. Remember, there was this card that came up from Trump. I don't know if it was last month or this month, where I was saying, Trump, you got to get help. You got to get allies, call for help. This is the same card that's came up for Richard Barr. Remember, they both have the same energy this month. So this is a call for help. This is a need for backup and to tell people what you need. So this is him calling, he needs help and to get these people thing. He's also helping Trump. Trump must have asked him for help. This was a whole call for help, get things together. This is bigger than him. Even though he's the attorney general, he needs more people involved. Okay? Where is he at? This is going to be costly. The first card that came up was prosperity. So there's a lot of information, a lot of things, and there's going to be a lot of cost in regards to this. So what else? What's the cross to bear in regards to this whole Russian collusion? Or what does that mean by cost? Okay, so future planning. This is going to cost a lot for future planning. It has cost a lot with this whole Russian collusion thing. I think it was $35-40 million that they spent for Robert Mueller. It's going to cost even more. There's money been put aside. There is future planning. He is building a team. So this is the Two of Wands. So people are coming together, partnerships, building a team for future endeavors. So in regards to this whole Russian collusion, he's building a team. And it's not only here in America, it's a global. This is something he's looking out globally in regards to this whole Russian collusion hoax. So he's building a team. What is the cross to bear in regard to that? Things to kind of watch out is to keep this vision and to keep persevering. Don't keep your eye off the prize. Don't let them limit your income. I think the Dems or the Congress is going to try to limit their income of how much they can spend, or try to make it so it's hard for them to kind of for him to have that call for the need for money to get help. So he's going to have to continue to have this vision and persevere. This isn't going to be easy, and I don't think this is going to be quick. You see, Mueller took 2 years. I hope it doesn't take 2 years for Barr, but patience, basically. Underneath that is, like I said, it's worldwide. So this isn't only just based here in America. This is something that's going to be, global. Global. He's going to have to travel. They're going to have to travel, get information outside. Let's see, in the past, why things weren't being done, we were all talking about like this Russian collusion, about Brennan and Coney and all of them, is because they were powerless. I don't know if it had to do with the whole, let me see, why was they powerless? It was a big burden. So they had a lot of, they were powerless. They were kind of stuck. They weren't allowed to see a lot of the information. At the time, their movements were limited, and it was a big burden. This was like a lot of stuff, a big, heavy burden. And it's been like that for like the last year. So the last year, they were kind of powerless. I know we all were like, well, why aren't they taking this to task? Why aren't they calling out these people? I don't think they had physically all the stuff. I think that because of Mueller was doing his case, that kind of left them powerless. What's on his mind? Is wow. What's on his mind is a woman and a man. The Queen of Swords, who always usually comes out The Queen of Swords is like Hillary, but we all know that he can't physically. Hillary's probably going to get out of this unscathed. You know, she's going to be. She. I think the people who are going to bear the brunt of this is probably Comey, Brennan, maybe Loretta Lynch. But I do see that on his mind and a man. So a King of Wands and a Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is like an intellectual woman, a lawyer, judge, something like that. And this is the inspiration. So he has his eyes on a man, a King of Wands, and a Queen of Swords. And that's the inspiration for him going about all this. Let's see in the future in regards to this case. Um, Trump. Uh, Trump wants something done. He's very passionate about this. He's very emotional about this, and he's very pissed about this. Um, they're going to have to. He's going to have to use a lot of his own hunches and his own thing. But Trump really wants this done. How is there a case going to be made? Is Trump? Um, this is going to cause him some stress. I see a heartbreak going on, and then people's opinion and discord and scrutiny, and then things. I don't think if they do, there's a lot of there's another man that's involved. What was Comey? Lovers and Devil, which is enslaved. The devil card came up. I think that he's gonna. It's this is going. Remember, I told him he needs to watch his heart. I'm seeing that again. This is gonna. He's gonna need a lot of stamina, a lot of energy. He's gonna. There's gonna be a lot of attacks coming his way. I'm still making him want him to check his heart. Case is gonna really stress him out. That's why he needs a call for help. He really needs to kind of be the overseer and have a whole bunch of, other people doing the work. I think a lot of the public opinion, this is going to cause a lot of, if they do go public with this is going to cause a lot of public turmoil, a lot of discord um, in there. And then there's also another lawyer. So I don't know if this is William Barr or another lawyer. But it's going to be effective. Let me just see. Is he going to investigate this whole is he going to investigate them spying on Trump? I hope it's pouring up here, so I hope you can see me. Is he going to investigate or appoint someone to investigate this whole spying on Trump? There's a lot overseas. There's a lot. It's not telling me if he's truly going to investigate right now. I see that there's things going on overseas. I see that his stamina. Remember, I said something. He needs to get his heart checked. His stamina, his inspiration. I do see two women involved in this. I feel like he needs rest. He's going to get sick. He needs to be careful. I'm not seeing that he's actually taking these people to task. I don't see it yet. Oh man. Okay, is Brennan gonna go after Comey? Let's just see. Is he gonna go after Comey? Is Brennan going after Comey? He's working on the details, but does he have the stamina to do it? I think, does he have the stamina to bring it to justice? That's the whole point. He's working on the details. They're getting stuff together. But the whole point is Barr's stamina. I told you he needs to get his heart checked. I'm not playing with him. I don't know if he has the energy to go through with this. This is going to be some very hard work. He needs to get a good team. He needs to call for help. He needs to have a good team if he's going to bring this to people are not going to want to give them. It's very indecisive. It's very indecisive. Even with Comey, people are hoarding information from him. I'm seeing that an indecision on he's working on things. I don't know if we're really going to get this whole thing that we want done. I really want it done, but I don't know if we're going to get this. Is he going to go after Brennan? I think Brennan is going to be ruined. But the a lot of public opinion love him still. Um, what does this ruin mean? I think that more so Brennan than Comey. But the public likes Brennan. I don't know why, but they do. Public opinion kind of likes Brennan. The sick card is coming up again. I'm worried about Brennan. He needs to. It's high, everybody. It's kind of hard because it keeps showing me that Brennan is going. He needs to really go to the doctor. He really needs a good checkup. He's what, 69, 70 years old. He's gonna need a lot of help. What does Trump? Let me see the relationship between him and Trump real quick before we end, because this is not really telling me too much. It just keeps telling me illness, his heart. So let's see. Whoops. And then we'll go. It's not really telling me nothing. I still want to do a reading on the kid from the star from The Chi. I need to do a reading on him. The anti-hero, the rebel. Remember, that's the card that keeps coming up for Trump. The anti-hero, the rebel. So let's see. Trump's going to be on this side of their relationship. Forced will, determination, the Chariot, control. Let's see. Barr. Trump is really unbalanced when it comes to this whole situation. His temper, he's like really unbalanced, unhinged in regards to this whole Russia thing. And kind of also, which is weird, is Barr is kind of emotional about this whole thing too. Like his emotions he's kind of worked up on his emotions. What does Trump want from Barr? He wants them to get together, these main groups. I think I've said it again, like 3 groups, 3 agencies, 3 main people to get together and to come together to go forth and investigate or whatever. Barr wants him to keep working, to give him all the tools, the details that he needs. So he wants Trump to give him all the information and the tools that he needs. There's that Queen of Wands. She always pops up. I still haven't figured out who she was, but there's that Queen of Wands up there. And she has a lot to do. This Queen of Wands has a lot to do with this justice. There's that Queen of Wands again. And no, it's not Hillary. I don't know who it is. Why am I seeing travel? I think, is it me now? Does it mean now his travel overseas now? Yep. I think Trump, he's overseas, over in Britain, and I think a lot of him being over, even though it's, about our celebration of us coming to Britain's aid or whatever, it has to do with this case too. It has to do with this collusion. Remember how I says globally? He's over there and he's brought information with him over there. and to get information over there. So this whole thing of him going over there is did you just say Barr's over there too? Oh yeah, I meant Barr. I didn't mean Brennan. Barr. You guys know I can mess up a name. So I think Trump going overseas has more to do with what's going on with this whole collusion globally than it actually has to do with this. Let's see. Um, it's going to be a lot of choices being made, a lot of resourcefulness. There's some sneaky things going on too that they have to watch out. Um, People like taking the information, hiding information, so forth. I'm still seeing that heart. It's going to affect his ability, their future plan. I'm seeing that if he does go forward with any of this, it would be next year. It would be like this year would be a year of him being the boss, getting his people together. Next year would be the year that he would bring things to court or to justice or anything. I'm really worried because it keeps telling me his heart. Does he have the energy and the stamina? Because this isn't going to be an easy job. I think he really needs to get some good people to work with him, that he doesn't have to be on top of them all the time. It looks like he wants Trump to give him all the information and all the abilities to do whatever he needs to do. Um, I think that he really needs to get a checkup. I think that he really needs a good team. This is telling me, it's not telling me much. It's saying, it's not even telling me if he's going, it didn't look like anything was going on with Comey, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It means maybe that their case isn't together right now, because they're at the building stage of it. So for me to say, oh, I would think that next year, if anybody was going to court or he was bringing charges on anybody, it would be next year. Um, it would be next year, but it's telling me a lot that for him to get to next year, he has to worry about his heart, his stamina. He really needs to go to the doctor. He really needs to take care of himself. Okay, I hope that helped everybody. It's not what you probably wanted to hear, but it's not like, yeah, they're going after them, and this and that. I think that if they are, they're at the beginning stages of gathering information and stuff like that. So that's it. Let's see. Anything else before I go? Yeah, I think, hi everybody. I think that if anything happens, it will be next year. It would be next year that, oh, thank you, Claire. It would be next year. Oh, let me see. D-class what? I thought they declassed it. I thought they did declass. What else do you want declass? I thought they declassed it. It looks like Trump is good right now. It's Barr that we have to worry about. I told Barr he needs to be careful of what he drinks and what he gets from other people. So if I was him, I would do what Trump did for the first year and a half. Remember how they were talking and laughing about Trump? Trump would eat anything that anybody gave him, and he would eat at the White House for a while. He was going to McDonald's and stuff like that. I think that Brennan needs to um, Brennan needs to to do that. Well, Claire, you could always get me at PayPal. It's at, what is it? I could put the link. I could put the link for you, Claire. Or Cash Me, which is what is my Cash Me? Is it Retta on Cash Me? So, oh, thank you, Claire. So, hi. So it's not what we expected the reading. I thought the reading was going to be like, yeah, go. I think a lot has to do with him getting a team together right now. They're at the beginning stages of anything. Trump wants him to get this done. He wants Trump to give him the tools and the ability. It's going to cost a lot of money, so they got to get the money. No problem, Claire. Anything it helps. It's going to cost a lot of money because just remember, Mueller cost of $40 million. It's going to cost a lot of money. I did look at Brennan, and let's just see if he's looking at. Is he looking at Hillary Clinton before I go? Is he looking at Hillary Clinton? I just have it in my heart that she's getting away with everything. Is he looking at Hillary Clinton, or is he gonna look at Hillary Clinton Barr? Intuitive, he knows that she's done some things. He knows she's done a lot of things. She's probably gonna be somewhere in the enterprise of him getting the information. He knows that she's done some dirty tricks. He kind of knows some truth in regards about Hillary. There's given to I think that it's gonna be like a deal with her. Like they're gonna deal with her. Like I give you this, you give me that, so forth. I don't find her on the chopping block. I feel like she's going to give them some information or something like that, give and take. But I think everything's at the beginning stage. We might have to look at this case a little bit more in a few months to see where it's at. But this is like the beginning stages. It's like they have to go through all that information that Mueller did. They have to go through all. And I guess they couldn't do it before because Mueller was investigating, so they couldn't really get into the paperwork. They got to be careful that someone hasn't changed information or took information during that whole Mueller probe for 2 years. They had a lot of information. It looks like there may be some things going on with that information too, like some things missing or someone took things and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting, but our main concern right now is that Brennan needs to take care of himself. He needs to watch his stamina. He needs to get his heart checked, and he needs to continue not to drink or eat anything from anywhere that he's not for sure. And that's it. So I did do one on Kellyanne Conway. Last read I did on Kellyanne Conway, she was getting her groove back. She was messing with some younger man, getting her groove back. And that was around afterwards we found out, when I did her reading, it was like a month or two, we found out her husband was out there talking crap about basically Trump and this and that. So their marriage isn't 100%. But I think she was getting her groove on. I don't know if she still is, but if you remember also, she started looking better, taking care of herself. So that was the last reading I done on Kellyanne Conway. I think it was like last year. Remember, I got over 300. I've done mostly readings on everybody. Everybody. Except for Brennan. I don't know why I don't think I ever did Brennan at all. But I've done Comey. I've done them all. I've done Manafort, which I call him the Teflon Don. I've done them all. So that's it. And thank you, Claire, again. I appreciate it. And all right, I'm gonna go. Sorry it's been so long, and I still have to do a reading on I don't think Kellyanne cares what her husband's doing. I don't think Kellyanne cares. Kellyanne, last time she was getting her groove on. I don't think she gives a shit what her husband's doing. But I still want to do it on the kid from The Chi. I don't watch The Chi, but my brother-in-law happened one day, was like, "Oh, I want you to watch this with me," and I couldn't get into it. But I guess he was the star of like the Eazy-E and Ice Cube movie about their past or whatever. But he had a new show on Netflix called Desperados, and he got like fired, and now they fired him off of The Chi, and there was things talking about he was very sexually inappropriate. People were complaining. So we're gonna see, but I do know that next year I did do his his birth cards, which this behavior is kind of weird for him for his birth card energy. But next year he has a chance to turn everything around. Next year is his magician year, so he has a chance to turn things around. So I do want to do him. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch me, and I'll talk to you later.